Before trying Wrap, how would you typically go about placing these bonds?
It was kind of throwing darts at a dartboard. It was reaching out to an underwriter at a carrier saying, hey, is this something you can consider? They'll maybe say yes, maybe no. They'll say yes, but you need to contact so-and-so. It just wasn't a very timely process. It was a lot of guesswork that was involved. So when I saw that Wrap was going to have this feature available online and make it quick and easy, I was really excited.
So what is typically the most frustrating or inefficient part of trying to place this type of business?
Far and away the most inefficient piece for placing this type of business was knowing exactly what fits, what doesn't fit in terms of appetite, but then also who to contact when I had a question or had a submission and wanted to discuss it or submit it. A lot of times I would submit it thinking I sent it off to the right place and come to find out, oh no, you need to go contact another person at this company. Whereas now with having the ability to do it through Wrap, it's quick, easy, seamless, and a lot more efficient.
Have you ever lost a piece of business because the process was too slow?
Many times. We've lost it quite a few times when we've submitted and I don't hear back and I'm following up. I've gone back and said, hey, great news. I've got a market that's willing to consider this. I just need these couple of items. And then by that time, they've already gone somewhere else and I've lost it altogether, which can be really detrimental because not only do you lose that piece of business, you may lose future business as well because they think that you're not responsive to their needs and they're just not going to consider you in the future.
What types of information were you typically gathering, to place this business, to get it done? What was normal?
Generally, you were getting an application first, and then it seemed like it varied between carrier to carrier what additional information you needed to gather. Some were asking for a full copy of the contract. Some wanted engineers' estimates. It seemed like a lot of times for some of these smaller NCP types, it was almost overkill in the amount of underwriting information that was being asked to be provided. And I understand there are some potential out there for multiple year terms, other underwriting considerations that are hazardous. But for a lot of these that are quick, easy, it's a one-time or a one-season job. Having something that has to sit and be underwritten extensively just seemed to be way too much.
Did you find much differentiation between a client who just needed one small bond versus someone who needed a handful or more?
It kind of seemed, regardless of what the needs were, whether it was one need or it was multiple, they were all lumped together. And it didn't seem like prior experience with that same particular account was taken into consideration. So it felt like a lot of times they were being underwritten all over again each and every time, as opposed to, okay, this is somebody that we've done business with them before. We know they're capable of doing the project and completing it. Let's try and expedite the process on future submissions as opposed to starting from scratch.
What was your reaction when you heard that Wrap would start to offer non-construction performance bonds?
I was happy to hear that NCP was going to be available under Wrap because it's just so quick and easy for the regular contract submissions on Wrap. I mean, the turnaround time is quick. It's not extensively underwritten, and to be able to mirror that with a similar but slightly different product was a welcome change and a welcome place in the market. The autonomy is great with Wrap in that I can submit an account, and if I get an approval, I can go right into getting the bond issued that I need right away. It's just a one-stop shop. It's a one and done.
Have you found other programs in that quick contract space where you can get a line of credit, where you have the autonomy to approve and issue bonds whenever they're needed?
There are a few other markets that you can submit to. However, the biggest difference is you're still submitting a lot of underwriting details with each submission. You don't have that true line out there. Some are getting there, but they're pretty restrictive on what they'll allow. Some don't necessarily allow for a percentage of completion, or they'll count bid bonds against the total line.
When you think about Wrap and non-construction performance bonds, compared to other places you would handle this, what stands out the most?
The biggest thing that stands out for me with merchants and their wrap program for NCP business is it's direct, it's straightforward, it's clear cut. There's no second guessing, there's no questioning. Am I missing something here? Oh man, should I have gathered that ahead of time? I know what to expect. And having those expectations that are clear cut, concise, makes it so much easier for anybody that wants to use it.
Has wrap changed your confidence level when you're dealing with clients and you're thinking about a credit-only program and how you guide them on what to expect?
My confidence now is through the roof. I know exactly how to respond to their questions. I can say, yes, that is something that we can consider when I get asked about an NCP type of risk. I'm not telling them, yes, I guarantee you we're going to write it, but I'm telling them I know where I'm going to go. I have more confidence in how to proceed step by step and how to set expectations. One specific instance where I used NCP was I had a hauler that needed to haul gravel to a location. They were doing some county road maintenance for a summer, and it doesn't fit the standard contract building construction type, and I really didn't know where to go for that submission. It was nice when I found out that Merchants was offering something of that nature under the wrap program, that I could submit it online. It would be quick, easy, straight through processing with not a lot of back and forth. It really saved the day, made life so much easier, and was a quick turnaround for me to get it back to my client in a short time frame.
So in general, what makes you choose Merchants?
The reason I choose Merchants is the straight through processing, the clear cut expectations, and the no frills approach. You know exactly what you're going to get, and the technology out there that they use is second to none.
What would you tell another agent who hasn't tried wrap for non-construction performance bonds yet?
I would definitely tell them to give Merchants a try. The wrap program makes it so easy to use, straight through processing, clear cut expectations, and just makes it easy to do business with.